Hello everyone and welcome to Intermission Let's Play episode number 1. And hopefully the last intermission episode. Well, it looks like since my 1000 amps Let's Play has wound to an end, I'm in search of a new video game to play, and I've got absolutely no idea on what video game I can play. Now let me see. I am going to finish playing off Tobe's Vertical Adventure as Nana, and I will eventually get around to beating Super Crate Box. But in the meantime, I'm looking for a new game to play. Alright, first up is Sano. Let's beat the crap out of her with our laser beams and kunai knives! Haha, she's a boring character which no one likes, so we shall take out our frustrations on her and shoot her with laser beams. Yes, you think that you can summon your pet gods to do battle with us, but you are sorely mistaken, you fool. I'm going to completely blow all my attention on speaking in a somewhat humorous tone of voice and completely be unable to beat you due to the fact I'm trying to sound somewhat amusing while doing so. It's actually really hard because I've got to focus on avoiding lasers and shooting my own lasers and basically making life difficult for you while I'm trying to concentrate on speaking with the audience, and that's not working out so well for me. I should actually start using my abilities a bit more. So how about we do that? We'll start using our abilities! Die! Use our abilities! Shoot! Potato, which spins around in place and deals obscene amounts of damage for no real reason other than the fact that spinning seems to hurt a lot of people. It's a fact, look it up. So yeah, games to Let's Play. I'm kind of stuck in Super Crate Box at the moment because I'm not sure if I'm getting any better at it. I play that game like once a day at least, trying to unlock the latest difficulty in front of crowds, but I just can't manage to do it. I waste about 20 minutes of mine and everyone's time. Well, not everyone's time, since I've actually uploaded a video of the fail yet. But yeah, I'm trying to do it, and I'm not sure if I'm getting any better at that. Unlike Dust Force, where I could say, haha, look at me, look at how amazing I'm actually going in the game. Eat Troll Train, Sano. So yeah, unlike Dust Force, where I can actually get better at the game and go, look at me, look at this level, look at how I'm slaying it in front of everyone, I feel like I'm doing the same thing over and over again in Super Crate Box, and it's not very amusing. I wish that it was, but it's not. Tobe's Vertical Adventure is going okay, I guess. I've got to bank a couple of episodes for that, but I'll get around to it. So in the meantime, I'm actually looking for a new game to Let's Play. That should be interesting, I guess. There's a couple of games coming up on Steam which look like fun. As usual, I'm looking for platforming games. 1000 Amps was kind of like a Metroidvania platforming game, and I think that turned out pretty well. That was nice and fun to play through, and entertaining enough to at least merit some views. Oh well. So this is Raisin, I guess. She is a moon rabbit, as evidenced by her ears. Look at her ears. Those are clearly the ears of a rabbit. A very humanoid looking rabbit. I guess she has the power of light wave manipulation, I guess, and can kind of make people completely go insane if you stare at it for too long. But I'm not too familiar with the lore of this game. I only have passing knowledge, and I pronounce everyone's name wrong because, aside from just seeing their names translated from Japanese or whatever, I've never actually heard them being spoken before, so I don't really know. I'm sure that everyone can go absolutely nuts at me and complain that I'm pronouncing the names wrong, but whatever. I do not care. And you shouldn't either. Or if you should, I don't know. I do not know. So yeah, the person I'm playing as at the moment is Yukari. She's pretty much the strongest character ever in the entire series, and has the power to just annoy the crap out of everyone. She's really smug and overconfident, and when she dashes, she decides to prove her superiority by dashing with her head upside down. I don't know why she does that. I guess it's insulting to the player, sorry, to the enemy. That, oh, you're not taking this fight seriously, why don't you be more serious? Why don't you just dash normally and upright like everyone else? But no, I'm far too confident that I'm actually going to beat you, so how about I just wait a couple of seconds there and shoot the train in the wrong direction. The AI in this game, not too smart. Unlike in other fighting games where the AI can put up a decent challenge, especially if it's a cheating, stupid artificial intelligence, famous in the SNK games, the artificial intelligence in this game, not terribly smart. You can do an obscene amount of damage to them and they won't really know how to counter it because, yeah, I'm not tournament worthy of this game at all. I'm pretty much the worst possible person in this game ever in the entire existence of everything, but I'm decent enough to hopefully beat arcade mode on the hardest difficulty. So I figured while I'm actually trying to decide what I'm going to do next, I could do that for probably no one's entertainment except for my own. Yeah, this game's pretty fun. It's a fighting game, as you can clearly see, but instead of usual fighting games where the objective is just to pin your opponent down and just combo them into submission, this fighting game is where you just got to shoot an obscene amount of lasers at your opponent, try to make them hit, and beat them down that way. It's lots of fun actually because it can be picked up really easily. It's got a very generous learning curve and it's just lots of fun. I mean, it's not a very serious fighting game. As you can see, there's pretty much a button to fill the screen up with lasers and another button to fill the screen up with even stronger lasers. And yeah, combined with some special moves which only take one button press to pull off, and special moves which are pretty much the same for every character, it's pretty much Smash Brothers the Fighter, and that pleases me. Oh, see that card at the bottom left? I've got my Troll Train active again, which means that once I get my last card and fill up my gorge, I can knock Reimu down and then pummel her into submission with a giant train I summon. Die, stupid Miko! I'm not going to give you any donations at all. You can just suffer and be poor forever. Ha ha ha. That's Reimu, by the way. Reimu. I can't pronounce these Japanese names, and I'm sure a lot of people are going to get really angry at me. I probably already said that, but I figured I could repeat myself. She's a shrine maiden. Shrine maiden in the worship of some god, which isn't exactly defined in the series. And she lives off of donations, but no one gives her any donations, so the joke in the fandom is that she's perpetually poor, and everyone laughs at everyone's misfortune on the internet, and yeah, it's hilarious, I suppose. Okay, so now we're going to fight Sakura. She's pretty much the Zaraldo guy on the series. She throws knives and can stop time. But she's no match for us at all, because we can just pummel her into submission, like we can a lot of the other characters. Prepare to be pummeled into submission, you silly little girl! Yes, if you can't tell, all the characters in this series are girls. Well, there's one guy character, but we don't talk about that one guy character. He's not important. So, she throws knives and stops time, and is the servant of a vampire. Because I don't know why. I guess the rumor goes that she was actually a vampire slayer for the vampire, but she lost to the vampire instead of actually slaying the vampire, and instead of actually killing the vampire slayer, the vampire offered her as a job as the maid. Which is, I suppose, better than actually killing her outright, because Otherwise it would have been a waste. And so I'm sure that a maid who can stop time would be very handy around the household, as you can no doubt imagine. Which means that I guess she can perform all her duties of the luxury of stop time, which means that she has more time to actually train up in her ninjutsu arts of throwing knives and jumping around and generally being a pain to me because she won't get hit by any of my abilities. Just get hit kindly. Oh god, I can't actually lose. Time to play serious. Oh jeez, look at me. I can't actually lose. Ow. Fine. Match to you, Sakria, or whatever your name is pronounced. But that was your last match, because now the gloves are off. Ha 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 ha! Be prepared to be utterly humiliated on YouTube in front of my grand crowd of watchers. Yay for grand crowd of watchers. I suppose I should actually use my ability which captures the bullets and actually stores them for me to use in future, because that would actually be kind of handy. Yeah, I should actually fight intelligently, but it's hard to fight intelligently while I'm focusing on talking. It really is, so I encourage you guys to try it sometime. It's quite an experience. Okay. Well, I guess I'm up for suggestions on what I can let's play next. You guys seem to laugh at me and generally enjoy my journey through Dustforce, so if you guys have got any other ideas and another really punishing precision platformer, I'd like to play that. Unfortunately, yes, I have already defeated Super Meat Boy, so combined with my other desire of actually playing through games blind, I don't think it would be particularly appropriate. After all, what's the fun in watching someone play through a precision platformer if you don't watch them die over and over and over and over again? At least that's what I believe. Let's see. I'm also playing through Dungeon Crawl at the moment, but I'm actually a little scared of continuing. The problem with playing through a roguelike like that is that you can die quite easily at the drop of a hat. And I believe that my intrepid protagonist is nearing the end of his lifespan. How do I know this? Because I haven't actually gotten very much past the position I am at the moment in Dungeon Crawl. So yeah, there's that. I guess I could play that from time to time once my main character dies and I'm left without a protagonist, but I guess that'll be kind of like an intermission thing, just like this game. This game's kind of fun to play, but there's not that much substance to it. It's quite easy to defeat, and aside from just pummeling the artificial intelligence into submission, there really isn't that much to it. It's just more a thing fun to play in your own spare time, just like Super Crate Box is, only Super Crate Box is much more frustrating because I am no good at that, and I'm only moderately good at this one. Oh my god, Yumo, I believe that's your name. Stop being such a jerk with your stupid sword and your stupid ghost and your stupid everything and your stupid persistence in living. You see, I don't want you to live anymore, and you clearly do want to live, but that's kind of like a paradox because apparently you're like a half ghost something. Yes. Yumo is apparently a half ghost. I'm not sure how that works. I'm not too familiar with the Toho lore, but well, there you go. In case you couldn't notice, she's some sort of swords girl. That's fantastic. So let's beat up someone else now. We're going to be beating up after this is finished loading. Kenshi, I believe. She's like a god of death kind of thing. You know, like how I can never remember their name. That demon guy from Death Note, Ryuk, I think it was. She's one of those, I believe. I don't think I'm wrong in that. And she attacks by throwing money at people. And we don't like having money thrown at us, because we don't like capitalism, I guess. We hate it. So yes, you can keep your money. We don't want any of your money. I'm just going to beat you up with my umbrella. She's also got a cool scythe, but yeah. She's too overtly awesome for my taste. Scythe, check. God of Death, check. She's the kind of character everyone decides to jump on immediately, and therefore it doesn't seem particularly interesting to actually be any good at her, so I decided to not actually play her at all. And instead play as the person who fights with an umbrella. Because being beaten by someone who fights with an umbrella, you do have no idea how humiliating that is. It's like, haha, you didn't even get beat up by a real weapon. You got beat up by an umbrella. Look at how much you suck. Yes, the power of the umbrella totally defeated the power of the scythe. Right then and there, you all saw it. And now we're fighting Yuyuko. She's a ghost princess who can kill people by thinking at them really, really hard. She's also got a cool theme song, so I actually really like it a lot. It's one of my favourite things in the game. So I'm going to shut up and enjoy it for a bit. She fights with butterflies. Before I knew they were butterflies, I thought she fought with candy, because it's very colourful. So I'm like, no, do not shoot your colourful candy at me, ghost girl. I didn't even know she was a ghost. I was just like, do not shoot your candy at me, mysterious candied stranger, because apparently I do not like candy either. Eat laser beams! Lots and lots of laser beams. I'm going to walk up and start smashing you in the face with my hammer. And she just beat me up with her candy coloured ghosts. I think they're ghost butterflies, and I'm not concentrating very well and I'm getting beat up by her, so how about I just concentrate for a moment and just beat her up. And now I can continue talking normally, because this game doesn't actually require too much of my attention. All I need to do is press one button here and there, and the battles pretty much win themselves. Fun! Yes, there are a couple of chain attacks you can do, but overall it's pretty simple. I play a lot of other fighting games, such as like Blaze Blue and Melty Blood and Guilty Gear and King of Fighters, I guess, but I am not really super good at them. Like, I sometimes play online and I occasionally do pretty well at them, but I'm overall not terribly good, and I don't want to accidentally humiliate myself in front of everyone. So instead of actually pretending that I'm some super good character, or rather play these fighting games and just drive everyone before me in my vast superiority of the mechanics, I'm just going to play as a game which is relatively easy to defeat. Oh dear, I didn't even mean to do that. Just die, Yuko! Ha 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 ha! So yeah, a lot of people want to see me go back and play Knights Temple in Dust Force, but I'm having a little... There's a couple of problems with that. First of all, I've actually been playing Knights Temple quite a lot since the last time I've played it. It is pretty much my favourite level of the game, just so just because it left such an amazing impression on me. Second of all, I'm actually trying to get on the high scoreboard for it, using Robert, who is pretty much the worst choice for that level, but since Robert is actually not terribly good at that level, I'm having to find shortcuts of it. I guess I could show a video of me getting a double S rank on that level. It's not terribly difficult at the moment. Most of the challenge now is getting an S rank with some degree, a double S rank with some degree of proficiency, which is quite difficult. I think I've got the fastest time as Roberts on Knight Temple at the moment, which is pretty good, I think. Yeah. This is a mirror match. I'm fighting Yukari as Yukari, but I'm going to prove myself as the superior Yukari and beat up this yellow imposter. No, do not beat me up with my own attacks. You yellow imposter, do not die. I'm about to hit you with the troll train. Enjoy the troll train. Da-da, pow, pow, pow. That totally makes fights legitimate. It's not an overpowered move or anything. All I need to do is use it when the enemy's knocked down, and huzzah! An entire half of their life is chipped off without any effort from me, which is why this game is so hilarious. Of course, a human player would be able to dodge it with ease because they know it's coming. They can see the spell card in my list and can take measures to avoid it. But the artificial intelligence does not know, or rather, it does not really care. It just goes on its happy merry way and just tries to defeat me with the same tried and true, or rather, pretty worthless tactics of trying to beat me. I believe that there was a coherent sentence somewhere in that, and I'm just going to leave it at that. I believe this girl's called Shweka. One of those. And she's an Oni. She's a Lolita with the power of destroying mountains, apparently. But then again, that doesn't really say much about this series because there's a lot of Lolitas with the powers of destroying mountains in this series. And if we're lucky, we might actually see another one in their natural environment. Hurrah! Eat laser beams, silly little Oni fool. Who do you think you are? You are no match for me at all. I'm just going to pin you up against that wall and just attack you mercilessly. You're not supposed to do that. You're supposed to let me win with minimum fuss. Let's just use some of these cards and start using some varied tactics because we've pretty much won the last couple of matches using the same attacks over and over again, which is kind of boring to watch. So we'll mix up some variety in our attacks. Oh yes, apparently I can drop a large box from the sky, but that's kind of hard to aim, so I don't use that terribly much. Go into the ground and then bzzzt, slice you up like a saw blade. You're not actually supposed to dodge that, Shweka, so how about we try this again, without you trying to block it or dodge it. Damn it, you're not supposed to die by that, you're supposed to block it and then get hit by my ground saw blade. You're so inconsiderate. And that's the end of the arcade mode, I guess. Yeah, not terribly difficult at all. I lost one match halfway through that, but overall it wasn't too bad. I believe this intermission episode is over now, so I guess I'll call it here. Thanks for watching, everyone, and goodbye. Hopefully at the start of a new LP series or the continuation of some of the half-finished ones I'm on at the moment. I promise if I can get a successful run of Super Crate Box, I'll upload that. Goodbye, everyone.